Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Welcome to Eva Spirit Tarot. This is going to be an energy reading for Monday the 26th of October to the 30th of October 2020. What Spirit wants you to know and what is going on collectively. So this reading is going to be for all the signs. I may pull cards in this reading, I may not. I may pull many cards, I may just pull a few. It totally depends on which beings come forward during the reading to deliver the messages. But hopefully you find something useful and interesting that you can take along with you into the week. Thank you so much everyone, and let's get started. Okay, so when I was walking today, I knew that I was going to be doing this reading, and a few words that I heard were discourse and disclose. So they're highlighting to me something about honesty. They're saying the key word for everybody for this week is going to be honesty. And they're saying not only to be honest with yourself, but putting forward that honesty into your life. So what they mean by that is essentially living out your honesty and living out your truth. So they're saying that something is, they're saying there's a lot of powerful energy right now going on, and this is an opportunity for you to shed things, okay? So I don't know, maybe something's going on with the moon or whatever, but they're saying powerful energy is available to us all right now, and it's an opportunity for us to remove the layers of us, of who we think we are, to be who we actually are, and to be who we've always been meant to be, if that makes sense. Sort of like being our true authentic selves at the right time. And they're saying that the time is now. So when they're talking about honesty, they're saying about making choices and changes in your life that align with that honesty. So they're also saying about getting clear on what you want, which I believe was a similar message for the weekend as well. So what they're saying now is that continue to work on this clarity, but as you start to become clearer and clearer on the things that are on the things that are not you, the more you leave space within yourself to explore who you really are and the things that you are truly interested in. So they're saying that not everybody is going to be in a position where they know very clearly what it is that they want to do, or certain truths about themselves, but they're saying that even by acknowledging the things that you no longer feel aligned with, that's going to create space within yourself. But they're saying that some of you do know, but they're saying that it's the honesty thing needs to happen, and they're saying that use your heart to guide you. So what they mean by that is tuning into your heart. They're also saying that doing some kind of meditation or listening to music that is supposed to that is at a certain frequency that's going to activate the heart chakra, and sort of just any kind of meditation really, or yogic practice that's going to allow you to tune into your heart space is going to be a good thing to do this week. They're saying that there may be a lot of releasing, so a lot of crying, a lot of emotions coming out, but rest assured that it's all a good thing. So they're saying using love to help you get clear, and using love to help you using love to help you get clear on that honesty and to live out that honesty. So they're saying that they don't encourage people going in their heads about this. They really want to emphasize that rather than going round and round in your head about things and sort of making it a logical thing, they're wanting this week now for you to step into your heart space and be honest with yourself about, do I really feel passion for this? Does this really light me up? Is this something that I can see myself doing for many years to come, or can I see myself with this person for many years to come? And if the answer is no, then it's time to let it go. And also, they're also saying that if the answer is muddled, they're using the word muddled or unclear, then they say it also indicates that it's time to stop feeding it energy. So they're saying even if there's many things in your life that you have to put on the back burner for now because you're not sure, you don't feel like you can know very clearly at this point whether this is for you or not. Maybe there's some things you like about it, there's some things you don't, right? So you don't know. So they're saying there may be some things that you put on the back burner, but even if you end up only having a couple of things in your life, or just one thing, whatever it is, doing that and aligning yourself with that is going to generate a lot of powerful energy. And they're also like saying to me that it's basically this idea of starting again, but starting again in a beautiful way. I just felt like when I said that maybe some people feel like back to square one, but I don't mean it like that, and they certainly don't mean it like that when what I'm hearing. They okay, they just correct. They said they do mean it like that, but they said that, hey, there's nothing bad about that. Okay, there's nothing bad about that. Yeah, these are interesting beings. Okay. There's nothing bad about starting again. And they said, isn't life a series of beginnings and endings anyway? You know, it's the cycle of life. Things begin and then things end and things begin again. So they said, don't get into this idea of seeing a beginning as good or an ending as bad or something like that. You know, it's actually all part of the same thing anyway. So they're saying that there's a new beginning that's starting here. And even if it's very basic, like you only have a couple of things, if it's aligned in love, then it's the right road. And they're saying it's the equivalent to if you have a plant, and that plant requires a very specific kind of food in order for it to grow, just as an example, that if you give it exactly what it needs, it just blossoms. Whereas if you give it a mix of things that you're not sure about, but you're just trying different things to see what happens, then it's going to grow a lot slower or not at all. So they're saying, okay, they're saying that aligned energy is powerful energy. And they're saying that it has the capacity to move mountains, okay? They're saying that a lot of progress can be made, like tremendous. They're sort of saying like a complete 180. They're also showing me, okay, they're showing, interesting, they're showing me a goat, like a mountain goat kind of climbing, and you know, how it sort of appears to us as the onlookers to be a very difficult trek for the mountain goats, and yet this is exactly what the mountain goats were born to do and trained to do. Similarly, that the road that is right for you is one that you are equipped to handle. So so they're saying that when you do the things that are aligned with your heart, and this week is about starting to make that shift, yeah, that whatever challenges come along the way, it will feel pretty easy to you, and it won't feel overwhelming. Or even if it does, you sort of know that you have the capability to handle it. It's sort of like, you know, challenges and problems that come along into our lives that are not aligned with our truth and our authenticity and who we really are and why we're really here are 10 times harder than the hiccups and the bumps along the road that we may face when we're doing something that we're truly passionate about, or we're with someone that we really want to be with, and things like that. So they're saying that aligned choices, tuning into your heart and making aligned choices does indeed make a big difference and make the road easier. So they're saying that this week is about honesty, and they're saying that you might have discourse, so sort of communication, communicating that honesty. But they're also showing me the Ace of Wands now, so they're saying to act it out. They're saying that for some of you, it's the next logical step, and some of you still may have, they're saying like shreds or shards of fear and doubt, sort of lack of trust. It's scary to kind of give yourself to the universe in that way, because there's still this feeling of wanting to be in control. But they're saying if there was ever a time to do it, now's the time. And they're saying that try it for a while and see what happens, and see how your life changes. Okay, they're telling me that I can take one card, so I will. Thank you very much. Messages for the signs for this week, 26th to the 30th of October 2020. What is the message for this week? those. Thank you. Okay, first card we've got out is the Silver Lunar Dragon. And it says, bathes you in divine feminine light. Okay, so immediately what I get from that is what they're saying is that feminine energy is more emphasized this week in terms of what's required from you. Okay, because they're talking to me about receptivity, recognizing the signs and synchronicities, maintaining your own frequency. It's not about going out and charging forward and taking action. But even though I just said that in the reading, so what's that? That seems like a contradiction. Okay, so they're telling me that it depends on where you are in the journey, okay? They're saying that some of you who have already been doing this work, who have already become clear on the things that they know are true and aligned with their own heart in terms of their life purpose and maybe relationships that they want to have in their life as well, that if you have already been practicing that for a while, then now is the time to start taking action towards those things. But if you are not yet, then they're saying the receptivity is what's required from you. And they're also saying to me that receptivity and the ability to sense energy and to specifically to be in they're saying sense yourself and be in tune with yourself. Okay, they're saying the ability to listen to your inner voice is something that's always required regardless, and that's what they're also highlighting, always listening to your inner voice. So that's why they're also highlighting meditation this week, okay, as a way to tune into your heart. Next card I've got out is a water dragon, okay, and it says, I'll just show you that maybe a bit better. It's a nice card. It says helps you flow easily around obstacles. So what I just said about, that's a confirmation that when you're doing the things that are aligned with who you really are, the obstacles, you flow around the obstacles easily. And the next card we've got is Black Dragon from Saturn. And it says brings you wisdom through spiritual discipline. Okay, so what they're saying to me there, immediately I heard it. They said it's going to take work, okay? Especially for those of you who have been living a life or been involved in things that are not really true of your own heart and authenticity, that it is going to take work to make the switch. It's not, there are going to be things that you have to take care of. You know, you may have to tie up loose ends and explain a few things and stuff like that. But they're saying you can do this, and you can, and they're also saying as an advice that don't put pressure on yourself to change your whole life in 1 week. They're saying that this is the beginning of something, and that it's a process that unfolds. And they're showing me water and stream. So they're saying the water always goes where it needs to go, and it's never in a rush. And so you should be too. And the last card we've got is Kuan Yin's Pink Dragon. That's pretty. And it says, brings firm love that resets your karmic balance. So I'm just going to tune into this card for the specific message. Please give me a moment. Okay, so what they're saying here is that by aligning yourself now more with the things that speak to your heart, they're showing me that it's basically going to melt away, start to melt away. They're also showing like chipping the ice as well of any resentments that you may have. So they're saying that interesting. They're saying that forgiveness is the natural byproduct of stepping into purpose and stepping into alignment, and therefore creating meaning. When you're in a position that you have found meaning for your life and the things that you have experienced, forgiveness just comes naturally because you see the reasons why it all played out, and you're in such a good space now that you wouldn't necessarily change anything, you know. So they're showing me sort of like resentments, and they're also showing like cords with people and old ties, resentments, things like that are naturally going to start falling off you. It's almost like your energy is going to, as a result of aligning with love, your energy is going to get so big and so expansive, and so much in a love frequency, because you're doing the things now, or with the people that are truly aligned with your heart, that these lower energies just cannot exist. And so if you've been involved in sort of any sort of type of feud with somebody, or you haven't been getting along with it with certain people or something like that, it's just it is going to take care of itself. So you don't have to spend time, they're saying, to individually solve all your problems. If you're someone that feels like you have a lot of problems, they're also, particularly relationships, they're saying that these things will take care of themselves when you align with what makes you feel fuzzy and warm inside. What do you love? What do you do that you can't get enough of? Who are the people that make you feel that way? What are the things that make you feel that way? And just make a sort of promise to yourself, or a commitment to yourself, like, okay, this week I'm going to just do that as much as possible and just bask in that feeling, and then see what happens. Okay, everybody, that's your message for this week. I hope that helps. Thank you so much, and I'll speak to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.